In Japan's Onbashira festival, thousands gather in the mountains as giant sacred logs are cut and prepared, not for work, but for ritual, tradition, and courage. Then comes the most dangerous moment. Men climb on top of these massive logs, riding them down steep slopes at full speed, knowing one wrong move can change everything. This isn't just a festival, it's a test of pain, faith, and pride, where hands grip wood like life itself, and every second becomes survival. On both sides, the crowd watches in silence and shock, because here, bravery isn't a story, it's happening right in front of them. And when the log finally crashes into the valley, the ground shakes, bodies fall, dust rises, but the spirit never breaks. Onbashira proves something rare. Some traditions are so powerful, people are willing to risk everything just to keep them alive. More festivals coming. Follow for part 2. Thaipusam is not just a festival in Malaysia and India. It's a journey of sacrifice where millions walk through the streets carrying their prayers on their bodies. The Kavadi towers rise above the crowd, heavy and sacred, as devotees move forward step by step, not for show, but to keep a promise made in faith. Some go further, piercing skin with hooks and chains, turning pain into devotion, because here, suffering becomes a language between a person and their God. Around them, families cry, chant, and pray together. Smoke fills the air, and the crowd becomes one heartbeat, watching belief take physical form. But even the strongest fall, exhausted, shaking, held up by helpers, because this path demands everything and gives nothing easily. And when the moment ends, what remains is unforgettable. Proof that for some people, faith isn't something you speak in, it's something you survive. In Spain, Las Luminarias turns the night into fire. Streets become rivers of flames as bonfires are lit to protect both people and animals from bad spirits. Then the most unforgettable sight begins. Horses and riders move straight through the burning path, sparks flying into the air like orange rain. Every step is dangerous, the heat, the smoke, the panic. But the tradition continues because this is believed to cleanse the soul and bring good luck. On the ground, embers crackle and explode, lighting the faces of the crowd as they watch in silence, like they're witnessing an ancient ritual from another world. Even the horses feel the fear, jumping, rearing, pushing forward, guided only by the trust between rider and animal in the middle of chaos. And when it ends, the town stands glowing in ashes, proving that in some places, tradition is stronger than fire itself. In a quiet town in Spain, El Colacho begins like a strange dream. A costumed devil walks the streets, watched by families who believe this ritual protects newborns from evil. Then the most shocking part appears. Rows of babies are laid on mattresses in the open street, perfectly still, while the entire crowd holds its breath. Suddenly, the devil sprints forward, running straight toward the infants, and in one fearless moment, he leaps over them, flying through the air like a curse being thrown away. Parents don't scream, they pray, because this jump is believed to cleanse the babies of sin and shield them from misfortune for the rest of their lives. Everyone watches in silence, hearts racing, knowing how thin the line is between tradition and danger. And yet the ritual continues year after year. And when it's over, the babies remain untouched and the town celebrates, believing that for one day, even fear can be conquered. In the heart of Oaxaca, Mexico, the Night of the Radishes turns an ordinary market into a glowing festival. Streets fill with lights, music, and thousands of people waiting for something unbelievable. But the stars of the night aren't dancers or fireworks, they're radishes. Massive ones grown only for this day, carved into detailed sculptures like art you can't believe came from vegetables. Artists work fast, cutting and shaping in front of the crowd, turning radishes into dragons, saints, lovers, and entire village scenes. Every detail razor sharp, every second counted. The judges move in close, inspecting the carvings like priceless masterpieces. Because the radish art begins to dry and shrink almost immediately. Around them, the crowd watches in silence, stunned. Because each sculpture is temporary, built to disappear, yet created with the precision of a lifetime. And by the end of the night, the radish figures fade, but the memory stays, proving that in Oaxaca, even something simple can become legendary. High in the Andes of Peru, there's a festival where anger isn't hidden, it's settled face to face, in front of the entire village. It's called Takanakui. And once a year, neighbors, friends, even family members step into the circle to fight out old grudges. The crowd forms a huge ring, the mountain air turns silent, and two people lock eyes, fists raised, ready to end weeks, months, even years of tension. The fight is raw and real, dirt flying, blows landing, the whole village shouting, not for violence but for closure. Because here, the goal isn't revenge, it's resolution. You fight, you fall, you stand up again, and when it's over, something shocking happens. The fighters embrace, the crowd cheers, and everyone goes back to life with a clean heart. In Peru, Takanakui proves one brutal truth. Sometimes peace only comes after the fight. More unbelievable festivals are coming. Follow for part 2.